This is how you train your Pokemon in Pokemon Legends ZA. So the first thing you want to do is check your Pokemon stats. So here we have a Lopunny, and if we look at the stats here, you can see they're kind of just spread out and there's no real point to them. We want to go ahead and maximize these. So what we're going to do is go ahead and travel over to the Rust Syndicate office. From here, you go inside the building and there will be a person on the right. You come to her and she'll go ahead and clear your Pokemon stats. So we go ahead and do this real quick and we do our Lopunny. Now our Lopunny will have base stats. As you can see here, it's not pointing towards any of the stats. So now you want to figure out which stats are best for your Pokemon. For Lopunny, I want to focus on attack and speed. So the next thing you want to do is check if you have the bands. Here are the different bands that will change what stats will grow more quickly. So the Power Weight increases your HP stat. Power Bracer increases your attack stat. Power Belt increases defense stat. Power Lens increases your special attack. Power Band increases special defense. And Power Anklet increases speed. Where you can get these bands is by coming here, the same place where you get some of the Mega Stones. You enter here, talk to this lady, and you can buy each of the bands that we previously talked about. I'm going to go ahead and buy a Power Bracer here so I can increase my attack stat for 2 of my Pokemon because I have 2 Power Bracers. So here's a sheet that has the best spots to farm each of the stats. All the credit for this sheet goes to Scoot Easy VGC on YouTube. He created this sheet here and it makes it very easy to know what Pokemon you need to farm for each stat. In this case, I want to farm attack. So we're going to look at zone 8, 10, and 13. So we come here to zone 8 and we can see we can defeat Machop, Gible, Drillbur, Sandile, and Krokorok. So now we're going to go ahead and travel to zone 8. Now, when you're farming these Pokemon, since all the Pokemon except for Numel give the attack stat, you want to make sure you do not defeat Pokemon that do not give the stat you want. That will give you unwanted stats that you do not want on your Pokemon. I also forgot to mention, you want to make sure your Pokemon are holding the bands that you want the stat of. So now all we're going to do is use a high level Pokemon here, and we're just going to take out all of these Pokemon. After defeating all the Pokemon in this area, we can go ahead and check my stats on my Lopunny. And as you can see, the attack stat is much more boosted. So after clearing out another area, if we check my Lopunny stats now, you can see that the attack stat is shining. That means it's maxed out. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on the speed stat for my Lopunny. We're also going to come back to the sheet here and we can see that to farm the speed stat, zone 1 is a good area. And so here in zone 1, we can farm Weedle, Pidgey, Pichu, Bunnelby, and Fletchling. So let's go ahead and travel over to zone 1. And now we're just going to wipe out all these Pokemon. After farming for a little bit, if we check my Lopunny stats now, you can see that the speed is now also shining. So what we can do now is go ahead and just put a few more points into whatever other stat we want. In this case, I'm probably going to put a few more points into defense. The way I'm going to do that is going to go ahead, just go into my satchel here, and I'm going to look for this medicine. And we can see iron here gives the defense stat. So we go ahead, use this on Lopunny. And there we go. Lopunny should now have maxed out stats, as you can tell by the golden color that the stat arrows have. Now you can also use the medicine without grinding Pokemon and just use the medicine to boost your stats. However, that may be a bit expensive, and personally I would like to use my money on other things. So now that the stats are looking good, we need to change the nature. The way we do that is with mints. I'm going to be giving the Adamant Mint to my Lopunny in order to boost its attack and lower its special attack, which I do not care about. As you can see now, the attack stat has a red arrow pointing up, while the special attack stat has a blue arrow pointing down. Now where you can actually find these mints is you want to travel to Wild Zone 3. You then want to come to the left over here and go up this yellow elevator. Once you come up here, you can look over here and you see all these shops. All these shops will have either berries or mints. In this case, this person has this selection of mints, and this person has this selection of berries. Now, you want to look through all of these mints and berries to find the one you want, which you can easily use the internet to find specifically what mint you're looking for. So now you nearly have a perfect Pokemon. The last thing you want to do is come over to the Justice Dojo. So once we're here at the Justice Dojo, before we talk to the ladies over here, we want to check our Pokemon stats. Now, once you beat in the game, you can use the right stick to check how the stats have rolled. Here you can see on my Lopunny, my HP is decent, attack is pretty good, defense is best, speed is best, special defense is pretty good, and special attack is best. Now you can use bottle caps in order to boost those stats. So we come here, select my Lopunny, and I'm going to go ahead and select the bottle cap, and I'm going to select attack because I want to boost my Lopunny's attack. So then we start training, and now if we look at my Lopunny's stats, you can see that it's hyper trained now, and so that means my attack is the best it can be. So now if you've completed all of those steps, you now have a Pokemon as powerful as they can be. Now the next step is to select the moves you want on them and take them into online battles. Now go out there and beat up your opponents with your newly trained Pokemon.